Hello everyone, it is Reesie-WIT-A-Spoon, and today we are going to be making roasted vegetables. And let me tell you, this dish will make anybody eat vegetables, okay? If you're suffering with eating vegetables or you're trying to find a creative way to prepare vegetables and you're looking for a quick and easy, I'm talking about quick and easy, impressive, let's just say you had guests coming over, impressive way to impress your guests, this is a great dish to do, okay? So these are the things that you are going to need. You need a strainer. You're going to use this strainer, of course, to once you cut your vegetables, you are going to wash them all together in this strainer. So what I do is I cut all my vegetables up, put them in my strainer, okay? Wash them, got them ready. You need a bowl. It doesn't matter what size. If you're cooking for 2 people, this is a good size. If you're cooking for more than that, then you go with whatever size you need, okay? You are going to need a big spoon. This is actually for the mixing, okay? Because you're gonna mix some ingredients into your roasted vegetables once they're in the bowl, okay? You need a knife of any size, it doesn't matter. I like to use my little small knives. These are pretty sharp for me, works for me, okay? You need a cutting board. It doesn't matter what size. Use yours, okay? Whatever size you got, use that. You are going to need a baking dish. And I like to put aluminum foil on mine just so that I won't have to wash a whole lot of dishes. Believe it or not, it can help to prevent that. And it could possibly help to prevent your vegetables from sticking, okay? Nice size, okay? You want to spread them out so they can cook well, right? Next, you need some olive oil, okay? And I just use, it doesn't matter what kind you use, it really don't. I use Bertolli's extra virgin, okay? Get some of that. You are going to need some apple cider vinegar. Doesn't matter what kind, okay? Use what you like, whatever you like. Now I have 2 types here of balsamic vinegar, okay? These brands are Baringo, okay, Baringo, and Manari Federnzoni, Madani Federnzoni, okay? It doesn't matter which kind you use. I like these 2 best as far as taste. Okay, now, when it comes to choosing your vegetables, you're going to choose the vegetables that you like, whatever you want, okay? Now, if you're working with somebody who doesn't like vegetables, right? You want them to learn to eat them, okay? You want something quick, then go with this choice of vegetables. Maybe when you do it your first time. Now, when you get ready to do it your way. Put your own tweak on it. Now, I must admit, I learned to cook these through my boyfriend, okay? I learned to cook it. He cooked it several times for me. I loved it. And I'm not really a big vegetable lover like that, but I eat them because I know that they're good for me, right? But he added other stuff in there like parsnips. He was cutting up corn and putting corn in there. Now, when it came time for me to perform this dish, I took all that. I don't care for parsnips or that extra stuff. So I took all that out, and this is what I do. I just kept the carrots, and you just go to the store and get you some baby carrots, right? Okay. Broccoli. I kept that. Tastes pretty good in there. Your peppers, and I get all 3 colors. You get the red one, you get the orange and yellow. Put them in there because it makes it pretty for the people. So when you get ready to serve the people, right? It looks pretty. Last ingredient for me are onions, and I'm holding up 2 kinds. I'm not saying you have to put both kinds in. You don't, okay? You can use any kind. You can use the white one, you can use the red one, or the yellow one. However, what I found is that the white one cuts different than any of the others, okay? The white one cuts more whole, and I like that, okay? This one can fall apart just a little bit more, and then the yellow one definitely does, more of the falling apart. So when my boyfriend introduced me to this dish, he uses red, okay? And for this today, we're going to use red. Now, if you want to, you can use both. Okay, you do what you want with this dish. Now, me, I don't use red. I use white when I cook it. Okay. So, those are the only ingredients that you need. So, the first thing that you need to do is get all of these vegetables cut up. Okay, cut them up how you want to, but let me just show you the style in which I cut them. Okay, so baby carrots, this is what you want to do. You want to cut them like this. Okay, you want to cut them to about that size. That's the size you're going for, right? And you just stick them in your strainer, right? You're making progress. You got your baby carrots cut up, stick them in the strainer. Here's my strainer so you can see it. Okay? Go to your next set of carrots and you get them cut up. Get through this process. You move on to your broccoli. And the reason why I do it in this format is because I do the onions last because they burn my eyes. Okay? So I get everything else cut first and then get the onions last because they burn my eyes. Mine eyes. That's what you call it. Mine eyes. Okay? So now, when I cut these broccoli heads, I'm not big on putting a piece of broccoli this size, into my mouth at once. I'm sorry. So what I do is I cut it in half. You, of course, can do things as you wish. So I just splice mine right down the middle, like that, and I make sure I get the little, I'm just going to call that the little eye. Get the little eye out. Okay, and I just have my own little creative way of cutting it out. Okay, just cut it out like this. Okay, just like that, and get it out of there. And then I cut it again down the middle, like this. Cut this one down the middle, and then I cut it again down the middle until I get pieces like this. And I just throw that into my strainer. Pieces like that, throw it into my strainer. There we go. And there we go. And now, dun-dun-dun-dun, your onion. This is the worst part for me. So, you're going to cut this up, and I'm going to show you how that's done. Child, it's the best way I know how. Okay. Like I said, this is not my favorite part of the cooking assignment. Okay, so, okay, my eyes are already burning. Mine eyes are already burning. Okay, so you're gonna cut your onion like we did the pepper, right down the middle. Okay, and then you are going to, let me get this part off right here. And then you're going to cut it again right down the middle. And then you're going to splice it right here down the middle. And you're going to take it just like that. Well, actually what I do is I take half of that off. You see what I'm doing? See how I got them in halves now? And I just throw them into my, in with the other vegetables. Then you want to give your vegetables a good washing off, okay? Take them to the sink and just run some water over them. Get them all nice and clean. Get all the dirt or whatever may have gotten on them all, okay? All right, once you're done with that, shake them off real good. Because what you want to make sure you do is empty as much water off of them as you can, so that your other ingredients will stick to them. Then you are going to put all of your vegetables in this bowl. All right, you're going to put all your vegetables in this bowl. How pretty are they? Look at them. They are gorgeous. It's time to put our oil and vinegars on to the vegetables. So, me personally, I like to start with the oil. Why? because the oil allows everything else that you're going to put in this to stick. Okay. Also, I forgot to tell you about the seasonings. So I'm going to actually, after I put these oils and vinegars on there, I'm going to show you which seasonings to put in there, because that's where the taste comes from, the seasonings. So I didn't pull those at first, but I'm going to go back and pull those. Okay, so here's the thing with me, right? I don't measure. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm pretty, I mean, I've been cooking for so long that I'm good at, eyeballing this stuff. Now, if I had to tell you how much to put in here, it depends on what you like now. Like I said, now, if you put a nice amount of oil on them, I'm going to say half a cup. Just put half a cup of oil in there, okay? Now, me, I just do my own thing because I've been teaching, teaching this stuff. At the same time, I'm a nutrition and wellness teacher. I've taught culinary arts, and I've taught foods and nutrition. Yes, but on top of that, I've been cooking ever since I was 13, 14, okay? So you put your oil in there, nice amount in there. You're going to go to your vinegar, okay? You're going to put that in there. Now, I guess I got to tell you how much to put in there. I'm going to say half a cup. I put what I feel is needed. Now, you don't have to put both of these in there. You do not have to put both of these balsamic vinegars in there. Just pick one, okay? So I'm just going to pick the Baringos, okay? Okay, so you're just going to drop some of that in there. And Lord, I guess you can put half a cup, because you want that oil to saturate every vegetable. So just kind of move them around so they can saturate and get ready for your seasonings, which is the best part, the seasonings. That's really what makes them. Okay? All right. So I always, move them around real good. I typically take a minute to do this. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather the seasonings and show you next which seasonings I use. Now, always remember, you can add and subtract. You can, if you don't like garlic, you don't have to put it in there. If you like some other type of seasoning that you don't see here today, you can add that too. So, we're going to start with some pepper. Just a little bit sprinkle. I can't tell you teaspoons. All I think I can tell you is just give it a good wisp all over, okay? A little bit of a tiny bit of these, okay? This is the red pepper, crushed red pepper. Please go a little bit easy on these, because these are really hot. I mean, it depends on if you like hot, and that's on you. Do your thing. But this is coming out really slowly. It looks like a lot I'm putting in there. It's not. It's coming out really slowly. All right. We're going to go with garlic salt. Please be careful with the garlic salt too, because if you don't, you're going to have really salty vegetables, and you don't want that. So this is what you do. Just put a little bit in your hand first. Just like a teaspoon or so, okay? That's all you need of that, right? That's all you need. You take that, sprinkle that on there, all right? Man, woo-wee, woo-wee. Believe it or not, we're going to put some lemon pepper in there. Lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is good. You can put this on anything, right? That's what I discovered in my years of cooking. You can put this on anything. Now, I'm going to give it a quick little turnabout, just so we can move some of this stuff around. Some of the seasoning around. Move it a little bit. Move it around in the juices so that it goes to other vegetables. You don't want it all on one set of vegetables, the ones at the top, right? You don't want that. Okay. Then we're moving on to our last set of ingredients here, or spices. We're gonna go with the all-purpose seasoning. Okay. Put a little bit of that on there. Get it on there real good. Okay. All right. You can go ahead and just move that around in there too if you like. Move it around here. Okay. And then you are going with the onion powder. Okay, now my spices, you know, I go to the cheap stores like Family Dollars and places like that to get my spices. You can go to, you know, anywhere you want. If you like McCormick, any kind, doesn't matter. No big deal. So we're gonna move. That tastes good. I just bit into an onion. It tastes good. Okay. So move this around a little bit. Now you're gonna move to your garlic. I love garlic. That's one of my trusty dusties right here. I put this on everything. Okay. This right here, I think really does the trick for your roasted vegetables. Okay. So you're gonna move those around. Move that around. Move the garlic around so that it reaches. Now what I do is I turn around and I put more in there. That's me. I overdo it with the garlic. That's just me. Okay, garlic won't harm you. Okay, it won't harm you. So you just go on and move that around. And one last ingredient you want to put in there is you want to put whole oregano. Whole oregano. I guess you can get it, you know, more grained up if you want to, but whole oregano. There. Okay. Okay, you're going to move it around and then you're going to sprinkle again. Okay, because you want this to circulate to all your vegetables. Okay. And of course, a little extra oregano won't hurt you. Okay. It's not a salt. Okay. And if you can't have salt, of course, you know, don't put salt in here at all. Okay. Make adjustments for what you need in your life. Okay. Oh yes, I can't tell you how much to put in here. You're gonna have to go off your own gut. So once you get everything squared away to what you feel is great, you're going to take your baking pan or baking dish, spread your vegetables out like this onto your pan. There we go. Now what I try to do is hold on to my juices in the bowl. And then what I do is once I get everything spread it out, I come and I put it on top like that. Okay. That is so pretty. Look at it. Pretty. All right. We are now getting ready to put this in the oven. I like to set my stove to 370. Okay. That's a great temperature to cook these at best. Set your time to your cooking time. Set your cooking time to about, I'm going to say 35 to 40 minutes. Yes, yes. All right, we have to let that cook for 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes. Oh, they are ready. Let's go get them out of the oven. Forgot my mittens. And here they are. They are ready. They are prepared. Aren't they beautiful? They are beautiful. And they cooked just right. All right, and there you have it. This is going to be my supper tonight with some baked fish and garlic on top. Isn't it pretty? Make sure you subscribe. There's going to be much more coming out. Good recipes, family secrets, dishes I ran into that just happened to be something that I ended up loving. Keep in touch.